Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thank you so much again for joining me here. I hope you're having a great day. Taking another look here at KAS. I've got a good handful of requests for this coin. I just want to double check a few important factors because some folks are bullish on it and I don't really see it. But maybe I'm a little off. I do see this point of control that does look like maybe a 0.618 fib level if I'm not mistaken. So there's possibility of a bounce here, but it's still not a reason to take it long. Anyways, that's just a bird's eye view. We're going to dive in a little deeper, see what's going on. Hovering right around 14.1 cents, and just going to double check a few key factors. So back in day, let's see what's going on first and take it from there. And I want to say, if you're new to the channel, if you've been watching for a while, thanks again so much for the awesome support. Thank you for always hitting the like button and commenting below. Really deeply appreciate that. So let's take a quick look here at the last 7 days of liquidation for KASPA. Excuse me. And just recognize here that liquidation to the upside is a little higher, but it's not too much difference. All right. Majority of the macro liquidation has been swept at 13 cents. So we may not see much lower, but keep in mind it goes as low as about 11 cents. And those are longs, basically low leverage longs, roughly at about the 14-cent mark, or the price action right down here at 11 and 12 cents. There's a liquidation and or stop loss areas there. Okay, so it does imply further downside, I would say, is more probable considering how much more we have below us. But on the shorter term, people are a little bit more biased towards the price pulling back, and that's all the more reason to be concerned because you get a target on your back when you join the masses and you try to short along with everyone else. I know it seems kind of crazy, but you're almost late to the game if you're trying to short. But I also think you're very premature and or you want to have a healthy established trend before you decide to take a long, because this is no circumstance where it's like, oh my gosh, I see a blood diamond or a bright green dot or some crap that people use and they identify that there's a good entry here. If you do, you're searching way too hard because a 15-minute time frame is not a good confirming factor for a macro trade. Anyways, just kind of throwing it out there. Be very careful with the indicators that you use. Some people sit there and look all day long at every single time frame for these things that are hidden divergences and some crap. The truth is, you want to respect the trend. If the trend is not your friend, you shouldn't take a trade. This trend doesn't look very friendly to me, but that's just me personally. All right, again, no disrespect to this coin. If you're a KASPA fanatic and you just took offense to that, go somewhere else. Don't even bother disliking the video because it makes no sense to dislike something based on emotions. You're doing it totally wrong. You shouldn't even be trading crypto if you're an emotional head case. Anyways, take a look here at the RSI. Well, okay, slight consolation. We're at 30 on the RSI. We got a little bounce there. Money flow index right there with it. This is nothing spectacular. Generally speaking, when you see a bounce off these areas, the money flow index is much lower, basically implying that they've sold way more than they should, and there's no other selling pressure that we're going to start buying. That's kind of what we're looking for. Right now, we see a second stochastic swing to the downside. MACD is really still diverging, and there's absolutely no reason to consider a long position. We're under every single moving average. 4-hour time frame, we want to double check this here too and kind of see, what do you know, below every single moving average as well. Not good trading conditions. The local point of control ever since August, as a rough estimate. This isn't necessarily a local point of control, but it is relevant and recent rather. We can see strong amount of resistance at 16.5. So my personal opinion is until we get over 16.5, there's no reason to take a trade. That's again just me being more of a macro trader and or swing trader. I don't necessarily like to day trade stuff like this. It makes very little sense, even though it's recovering nicely in the last couple of hours. Whoop-de-doo. I mean, Bitcoin's doing the same thing. It doesn't make a ton of sense. Okay. Anyways, I've said my piece. You look here at the 4-hour time frame. We're still not over 50 in the RSI. Stochastic swinging up. Money flow index still low. No reason to buy this coin right now. When the MFI is below the RSI, it's generally unfavorable. And the reason why is because there's no money coming in, but yet the perception of buying this coin is higher. So people are going to want to buy in, they're going to FOMO in, they're going to get their asses handed to them because market makers are going to be like, okay, well, you made a mistake here, short, cha-ching, and they just go ahead and sell a bunch. Anyways, it's not always exact science, but that's part of it. We do have a MACD convergence here, which is a consolation at the very best, because again, underneath all moving averages, we haven't even established a higher high yet. There's absolutely no reason to take a trade right now. The reason to take a trade would be is if the price comes up here like this, for example, and then you take a trade right here. The reason why is because then we'd have a parallel. Basically, we'd be closing above a previous resistance, right? That's what you look for right there. Until this trend is broken, there's no reason to take a trade, okay? Cool. Again, I'm just giving you kind of like trading 101 stuff, really. This is all basic Very simple, rudimentary trading stuff. We're also below the cloud. Conversion line's below the baseline. Lag span is kind of sort of free and clear. The truth here about this and what this is telling us from a smaller time frame perspective is that if you have a short position open, you probably should be closing it in profit by now because it may be reversing itself. Again, this is a very short-term trend though, okay? And if you're going to take a long, ensure that you take a long with extreme prejudice and or more so just using tighter profit targets. You cannot be greedy. Do not take this damn coin from 14 cents to like 20 cents and think you're going to make millions off of it because you were the only one to find the bottom, okay? While this might be the bottom, it would be a lucky bottom at best because there's nothing here confirming the trend has changed, okay? That's all I'm trying to reaffirm for you. Nothing, I'm not trying to, pee in your Wheaties or, I don't know what terms to use here, but, this is what it is, and it's just not optimal. But again, short-term uptrend, yeah, I'm sure we're probably going to see the price rally just a little bit as Bitcoin is trying to do the same thing right now, okay? So again, all good, just not great. And when I say all good, I mean all good as in I'm not trying to hurt your feelings, rather than this is a terrible coin to trade right now to the upside. And also to the downside. We have a larger statistical probability of price for pullback. There's a lot of divergences, but we're also getting closer to a tentative bottom. Okay, again, we got that 0.618 fib level. We've got a macro point of control. Those are all nice, but everything else is not nice. Okay, so take that with what you will. All right, make sure you reference Bitunix, folks. Link down below for this awesome benefit this month here. You get some really nice rewards just for depositing funds. Excellent exchange, no KYC or VPN. I recommend them highly. Also recommend you jumping over to our Discord, Telegram, Twitter, whatever the case, and join us here. I'll be posting a playout chart here on our Twitter, Telegram, and Discord soon, so you can kind of see my thoughts on this coin, where it's going to go next. I'll have that available for you. Feel free to jump along. I hope you have a good rest of your day, though. Appreciate your time. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.